fridge, get some proper cover. It just poured down on us. Whew. Hey folks, and welcome back to the Isaan Tour. Today we're on our way to Ubon Ratchathani to begin the final leg, which will be the southern leg of Isaan, and that will eventually lead us back home in about 3 days' time. But this morning on the way to Ubon Ratchathani, I saw this Buddha image, and I could see it from about probably 2 miles down the road, and we were about ready for a little break and to stretch our legs anyway, so we thought we'd get off and take a quick look here. But we'll just take a quick look and then be on our way to Ubon Ratchathani. A very nice hotel awaits us there, and many other things, I think. But it is a beautiful day today, not a cloud in the sky hardly, as has been most of the trip. A little bit of a park here. We're just outside of Ubon Ratchathani. Lovely little park. Thought we'd stop by, take a little break. And there's this. You can see this from probably a couple miles away on the highway. Pretty grand. So as it would turn out, this hotel turned out to be probably my favorite one of the trip. It's called the U Hotel. That's Y-U-U. And just something about it when I walked in, the way it's designed, all their attention to detail, it just made me feel at home. And I'm not sure what kind of motif all this is. It felt a little European to me, but it's just very well done, and unlike any other place that we've stayed on the whole entirety of the Isaan trip. And the room was very nice, just very nicely done, very clean. It had the modern things that you'd expect, but it still had this like old world charm to it. A nice big safety box there, granite countertops, fridge, coffee station, beautiful TV. And nothing was overstated. Bathroom was probably not my favorite part of the hotel, but this balcony, I just loved this balcony. Lots of room out here. The plan added a nice touch, and we had a nice view of some of Ubon Ratchathani. We were right downtown, and right down here to our right is one of the great big parks in the center of the city. So yeah, can't go wrong at this place. I really enjoyed it. So after we got all checked in, we went back down to the lobby, and I had this lovely kind of a dessert, and V had these things here, but I thought mine was just gorgeous. And while we were down here eating a little lunch, then we had our guests show up for the subscriber meeting, one of whom brought his own bike. So yeah, I actually featured this same bike on a segment about 7 months ago in a video, and I really like it because of the storage compartment that it has hidden at the gas tank. So that's an NC750X,
yes,
which I've been thinking about for my next bike, and Steven here's got a pipe for his. He just put on, sounds pretty good, and he's got all kind of modifications done, but it's a really good touring travel bike for Thailand. So it may be in my future. I don't know. I still got maybe another 6 months to a year on the one I have, and then I might be getting a nice pretty blue one like that. We'll see. So after all that, we decided to saddle up and see some of the town, and there was lots of stuff to see, lot of things going on, but I was somewhat drawn down to the waterfront, so I decided to kind of head down to the waterfront. They have a river that runs through Ubon Ratchathani. It's called the Mun River. And the town is a decent-sized town and seemed to have a decent vibrance to it, but I was just kind of drawn down here to the river for some reason, and I thought that would be a good place to go and start the evening. It had this beautiful temple down here on the left. But once I got parked and we looked around, I was kind of shocked to see what actually was going on down here. So yeah, I guess this would be tonight's You Never Know What You'll Find segment. Jet skis racing up and down the river right here in Ubon Ratchathani. And there's other water sports going on as well, and we'll take a look at that. But most of the activity appeared to be coming from the other shore, the other side, so that's where we'll go.
So we're in Ubon Ratchathani tonight, and it seems like the local thing to do is to come down here to riverfront and watch the jet skis and the water activities and try to catch a breeze and maybe a bite to eat. So that's what we're gonna do. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it did look like fun. Maybe famous last words, but we'll see. But as you can see, for starters, it's a pretty nice evening out, and everybody seems to be enjoying themselves.
สวยนะ
ฮะ
สวยนะ
ไปพิจิตรไปใช่สวย
คุยกันอยู่ตอนนี้ไปกับลุงเม่นไปกับลุงเม่นน่ะเอาน้องไปด้วยหน่อย
All these guys out here in jet skis, and way out there is one poor guy on a little kayak. And meanwhile, these guys are creating wakes and waves and having a lot of fun tearing it up. A cool little, I don't know if it's a replica or what, but cool little army jeep, and comes with a beverage. Not sure if it's a leftover real army jeep or just a kit model or something. Kind of has an old look to it though. Yeah, as per usual, all the people here were warm and welcoming and good to talk with, and a couple of them were out here barbecuing, and others were getting their equipment ready and playing with the jet skis and the whole sorts. And down the river just a little bit farther, I saw a small group of people that were fishing. All sorts of different kind of water sports. There's one in particular that I'm most interested in, and I think they're getting it ready. And it's not something you see every day. สวัสดีครับตกปลาได้ไหมได้ครับโอ้ยตัวใหญ่ตัวเล็ก So yeah, I asked these people if they were catching fish, and he said I could have a look. So it looks like mostly small ones in here, but they're definitely catching fish. And it looks like they've been fishing most of the day, but looks like they're getting ready to knock off with all this jet ski activity. Now, so far on the trip during our travels, we've been pretty lucky. We only had 1 minute of rain the entire trip so far, and that was right outside of Mukdahan. I could actually see a line of showers coming at me, and I just plowed right through it. I was through it in a minute. It's pretty unbelievable. But tonight, the same thing happened, but this time I was filming it. It's actually raining, a big rain right in front of us. I hope this comes out. Right on the other side of that bridge, it is pouring down rain. And here it comes. Here it comes. It's coming to us. It's across the bridge. I'm gonna duck under this little lean-to. There it is. Just a second ago it wasn't raining here, and now it's pouring down. Over there where those guys are, it's still not raining. It's just moved straight down the river. Most amazing thing I've ever seen. We'll see how long it lasts. Fortunately, this little lean-to is here right up, been awful wet. But it's not bothering these jet skiers. They're still out there tearing it up. So this is where we're gonna wait it out. Lean-to is not good. We're gonna try to make a run for this bridge. Get some proper cover. It just poured down on us. Whew. Might be a little better. Oh, it's still blowing here. This is just a little better. We're still soaked. It was beautiful 1 minute. And the skies are still pretty clear. The sun's out, but it's pelting us. It just pelted us with water. I don't know if it'll come out, but at least it looks like we might get a rainbow. I can see a big, beautiful rainbow here. And the end of it, you can actually see the end of it right over there, and I assure you there's no pot of gold. This little shack over here, apparently is a floating bathroom. So, I don't know how I don't know how sustainable that would be. Maybe I'll try to go in there. So I made it to the floating bathroom. It's not too bad in here. It's wobbly because it's on the river. It's floating. That's all there is. It's a just the old style kind of hole in the floor ceramic toilets. But the rain's not getting in here, so it doesn't smell or anything. Well, it's slowed down to a drizzle. I vacated the floating latrine, and it's starting to get back to normal out here. So when it stops completely, and I got to go up a muddy hill to get out of here now. Anyway, when it stops completely, we'll go out and see what else is going on.
So yeah, the rain cleared out a couple minutes later. We were back to clear skies, and you can see across the river there, the event that I was waiting for is starting. That's called jet ski flyboarding. So let's just take a quick look.
That's the one I wanted to see. You don't see that every day. I've seen it before, but never in live person. I guess that might have been worth getting wet for, I don't know. It's back to being a beautiful evening again. So right at our hotel here in Ubon Ratchathani is a little Italian joint. So we're going to enjoy a little Italian meal. I think we had enough excitement for one evening. I barely made it out of that mud hole, what became a mud hole in that riverfront. So, but we got to see some water sports and a freak rain shower. So we'll just enjoy a quick dinner and then turn in for the night. Tomorrow, Surin. Next day, Squall. Next day, home. So it's coming up quick.
So yeah, when I mentioned earlier that we only had a minute of rain on our travels, I didn't mean total. A lot of times it would rain overnight and the sky would be a little cloudy like this first thing in the morning. But our actual road time, we only ever saw the 1 minute of rain. And so we're out just looking around in the morning here, and we're on our way to Surin, and we'll just take a quick look through town. You see there's not much traffic this time of the morning. It's the ideal time to be on the road. So tomorrow we will have the final episode. It'll be the finale of the series. If you're watching this on a Saturday, then of course that'll be Sunday. And we'll cover Surin, Squall, and we're going to go over the trip in general, and we'll go over the cost, what it cost, how much money I spent during the trip for gasoline, lodging, food, etc., as well as maybe some recommendations, some things I'd do differently, what worked, what didn't work. This was a beautiful building on the way to Surin. I believe this is a small university just outside of Surin. But anyway, that'll all be tomorrow's episode, and that will be the final one for the series, and then we'll go on to what's next. A lot of other stuff coming up. We'll have this Isaan trip behind us. But for right now, I'm just going to find a quiet place to relax, and as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.